What's up, Raiders? TristenWulf here, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we're going to talk about starting Raid in May of 2025. This game's long in the tooth. It's been out for a long time. We're coming up on 7 years now, but that's fine. This game is still great to jump into. You don't have to feel behind. You don't have to feel left behind. You're able to get into this game with the free units this game provides. You're able to play the PvE, and oh my God, does this game put out on the PvE. More than my prom date. Let me tell you guys, look at this. This is all of the different PvE stuff you can do. You've got a campaign that has multiple stages, multiple levels. This is where you farm your gear. This is where you get your units leveled up. And outside of just the standard story and campaign, in the dungeons section, you have the keeps where you can farm the resources to awaken your heroes. You can farm the Minotaur's Labyrinth for the resources to work on the skill trees, on the masteries for your units. And then you've got special dungeons like the Spider Dungeon to farm your accessories, Golem and Dragon, Fire Knight's Castle, Sand Devil's Castle, Phantom Shogun's Grave. There's all kinds of PvE to do in this game. And once you're out of that, you've got Faction Wars, which is a daily repeatable content where you get to do special missions based on units that are a part of a specific faction. And this is free to do. You get so many keys per day to do it, and the rewards are amazing, up to and including a free legendary hero at the end of it. And we're not done there. We're going to slide over into the clan boss, which is a world boss style unit. There's 3 of them, each with different difficulty levels that give some of the best rewards in the game. Doom Tower, which is your Abyss style content where you can farm all kinds of rewards. The Cursed City, which is kind of like blending the awesomeness that is Doom Tower and the diversity that is Faction Wars into a very unique setup where each mission requires you to use certain heroes in certain ways to accomplish goals to get to the center to fight the big boss. And also Siege. If you like a little guild versus guild action, you've got a Siege phase as well. So that's just starting to scratch the surface and all the things there are to do in Raid Shadow Legends. But if you're just starting out, you want a little bit of a leg up. And that's the main thrust of this video, because if you start now and you use that QR code up at the top of the screen there, or you click the link in the description of this video, you'll be able to start the game out with some free units. And not just any free units, some banging amazing free units. If you use that QR code right out of the gate, you're going to start out with the High Elf Eleneral. Now, Eleneral is an attack type legendary hero. You'll get her day 1 for free. Let me go over some of the things that make Eleneral insane for a new account. First, her A1 skill. It places an HP burn debuff for 2 turns, and it cannot be resisted. You don't have to worry about building any kind of accuracy on this hero. You just get that HP burn when you use your A1 skill. Now, what's HP burn do? It's damage based on the target's HP, and that is super, super strong. It's just free, high-end damage, and the more HP the target has, the harder it gets burned. So that makes this unit really, really good for fighting bosses. In addition, on her A2 skill, she has an attacks all enemies skill. I love AoE skills. It's on a 3-turn cooldown after you book it, and this places a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. That is the big poison, 5% of the enemy's health as poison damage, and if the attack is a critical hit, it places a second 5% poison. So she can stack 2 poisons on the enemy with this skill, as long as you build her up to 100% crit. So you definitely want to have crit chance on her. And this is the big one. Her A3 skill instantly detonates all of the poison debuffs on an enemy. So you run her with another poison unit, and you'll start blowing bosses up with insane damage, letting you score way higher than you could without this kind of a hero. So she's a fantastic bossing type hero. She's also got an aura that gives you additional crit rate and faction crits, increased crit rate and faction crypts, so that makes it a little bit easier to build your teams when you're doing factions. So right out of the gate, for free, a legendary hero just by using the link in the description. Now, if you've already started playing Raid, just stop, log out of your account, use the link, re-download through the link and create a new account with a new email and get a fresh start with this hero. But we're not done there. We're not going to stop with Eleanor. You will also, at rank 15, pick up the epic hero Tagore. Now, Tagore is a pretty freaking amazing hero. Sure, he may be an epic hero, but let's be real. This guy is a legendary hero just with an epic hero skin, right? Tagore is an orc, and a very cool looking orc at that. I love the skull on his back. And let me tell you a little bit about what Tagore is going to bring to the party for you guys. His A1 skill attacks one enemy 2 times. So it's a 2-hit skill. And you're going to find in Raid, there are places where like you need to hit an enemy so many times to break a barrier, like in the Fire Knight Castle. And having skills that do multi-hits are very valuable. Now, when he attacks twice, he will place a 60% increased defense buff on the ally with the lowest current HP. That's a big defense buff too. It's not the little one, it's the big one. And it just happens every time he uses his A1 skill, even on a counter or a dual attack. When he uses the skill, whoever your squishiest hero is suddenly gets a massive boost to their defense, 60%, making it harder to kill. This will extend the life of your team, especially your fragile DPSs. Stupid strong skill, and that's his A1, the magic stick. He's got the best names for his skills, the magic stick. His A2 skill, charge can't. So charge can't, he's going to attack all enemies, another AoE skill. And this places a 30% increased speed buff on all allies. So he's defense buffed your weakest, and he's speed buffed your entire team for 2 turns. And he heals your entire team by 15% of this champion's max HP. And that's going to go up by 10% twice when you book it, and 5 turns is kind of a long time, so you are going to want to book it. You are going to want to get this down to a 3-turn cooldown so you can cycle this skill, because a 15% of his health as a heal to your team will just stack this guy with a boatload of HP, and suddenly he is full healing the squishy units and substantially healing your tankier units on the team. 15% may not seem like a lot. It is. You stack this guy's health way up, and he is not only making your team faster, making your team bulkier, but he's keeping your team alive. Now, his A3 skill is one of the most sick skills I've ever seen on an epic. Revives all dead allies with 30% health and gives them a shield buff equal to 20% of his HP. So yeah, they're only coming back with 30% health, but they're getting 20% of Tagore's HP as artificial health, as a barrier. You get 40k HP on this guy, and you're going to be giving them an 8k HP shield on top of 30% of their initial health. They're going to be able to survive. And the nice thing too is this shield places on allies whether or not they revive. So if you got heroes that are near dead, you can still pop this skill and give everybody a shield. If you got 2 that are dead, you can bring them back with a shield, still give shields to everyone else. What a stupid strong skill. Again, you're going to want to book it because 7 turns is a long time to wait for this revive skill. So get it down to 5 turns. So Tagore is making you tankier, keeping you alive, making you faster, bringing you back to life with strong healing. On top of it, his passive, Aid the Feeble. Wow. Decreases the damage received by all allies with 50% or less by 10%. He has built-in 10% damage mitigation, unconditional 10% damage mitigation as long as you're below 50% health. So when you're starting to get a little bit hurt, now you're taking less damage. That's just icing on the cake. Tagore is going to help you in so many places in the game. Oh, did I mention he also gives you 25% HP in all battles when you have him in the front slot? Holy smokes, guys. Tagore will really, really help take you to the next level. He is one of the best support epics in the game, and you will get him for free at level 15 when you use that QR code or use that link in the description of the video to start a new account on Raid Shadow Legends. Pretty good, huh? But wait, there's more. When you get to rank 30, you're going to get the beautiful Ugo. Okay, really, it's Ugo, but I can't not call her Ugo. So Ugo is one of the Ogren tribe. She don't let her good looks fool you now. She's more than just a pretty face. Ugo is probably the best epic support hero in the game. She is so good that people will build 2 or 3 of this unit. So you get her for free once you hit rank 30. Let me tell you about what Ugo can bring to the party. Ugo's A1 skill has a 35% chance of putting leech debuff on the target. And the chance increases by 5% for each enemy alive. So if you're fighting a team that's got I don't know, say 4 enemies on it, you're looking at a 55% chance to stick leech. Why is this so good? Leech lets everybody heal themselves based on the damage they do. So it's just a great way to have your team help keep itself healthy outside of your Weaver. They can heal themselves on their turn through leech. Her A2 skill, Maelstrom Rack. This is the skill right here. 75% chance, and you can book it up to 100% chance of the 60% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. That's the big defense break. And she has a 50% chance of placing block buffs up to 75% chance for 2 turns. So not only do you break them, you stop them from being able to buff as well. And the chance of placing buff block increases by 5% for each enemy alive as well. So that can go up higher as well. You build Ugo fast. You slap a defense break on the enemy team and a buff block on the enemy team, and then you rip them to shreds. She is a great support hero in the sense that she lets your units heal themselves with her A1 skill. She lets you do tremendous damage to the opposition with her A2 skill, and her A3 skill removes all heal reduction debuffs from all allies. So anybody that's trying to stop you from heal, she fixes that. And then she also removes 1 random debuff from all allies. And then she heals by 20% of her health. Tagore only did 15%. Ugo's doing 20%. Now, Tagore also brought everybody back to life and gave you barriers, but what Ugo does with this skill is if all the allies are dead, then she will bring them back to life at 50% health and fill their turn meter by 50%, CR pushing them up significantly. So Ugo's got a much stronger raise, but it's very conditional. You have to wait until everybody but her is dead, and then she'll bring them back to life. As a passive skill, she's going to place a 30% speed buff and a block damage buff on herself for 1 turn whenever everyone else is killed. And that's nice. So no matter where she is on the cycle, once everyone's dead, she'll speed up so she can get her turn faster, and she'll have block damage so no one can hurt her, and it makes it very easy for her to take a turn and bring your whole party back to life. So this passive has insane synergy with her A3 skill, allowing this to be one of the best supports in the game. Sure, Tagore can bring everyone back to life willy-nilly, but Ugo brings them back to life with 50% health, and she is packing that all-important defense break and buff block. Strong hero, somebody you want on your team. Ugo is, in my opinion, the best epic hero in the game. She has really turned things around for me. I'm blown away by how good she is. And you will get her for free at level 30 when you use that QR code or you start a game using the link in the description of this video. So that will get you a banging head start for May in Raid Shadow Legends. So what's stopping you? Give this game a try right now. Download the game, use the link, and try it. Starting out with a legendary hero, Eleneral, the epic hero Tagore, and the epic hero Ugo. So you will be able to smash through this content and have the best possible induction into this game. I hope this helped you guys out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, Raiders.